Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be going over a Q&A with you guys. I just went online and I found a bunch of questions to help you guys get to know me better, just to clear some things up in the air if you were wondering anything. I just have a notebook here with just some questions for you guys, so let's just go ahead and get started on that. My full name is Takea Lynn Horton. My maiden name is Cornwall. We've been married for almost 3 years in October, but been together since 2013, so 7 years. It's a long time. What does your name mean? It's African American. I've never been able to find a meaning on it. I remember one time in middle school I had to do a project about trying to find a meaning for your name, and she let me pass on that assignment because I couldn't find one, so she just let me do a different project instead, and then I just was able to pass on that one. Named after anyone? I am. I don't know her personally. She's an African American model. In the 90s, there was this show In Living Color that my mom really liked, so she's on that show. She's also the mom, if you've ever seen That's So Raven. I don't know how she pronounces it, so if my pronunciation is not the same of hers, I can't verify that, so I don't know. If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to? I wouldn't change my first name. I love it. I love the uniqueness of it, and it's just all the compliments that I get on it. It makes me proud to have my name. However, I have gotten told that if people didn't know my name, they would think that I was a Rachel. So if I had to change it, I would probably change it to Rachel just based on that. But I haven't gotten told another name, so I'm going to stick with that. So these next 3 questions kind of are all related. Where are you from? Where were you born? And where did you grow up? So I'm from Idaho. I was born in Idaho, and I grew up in Idaho. I haven't lived anywhere else. Well, actually I have. I lived a year and a half in 2016. I moved to Salt Lake City, Utah for a year and a half for a job relocation with my boyfriend. He's my husband now. But then life brought us back, and we've been here ever since. My family's here, my life is here, and I honestly couldn't imagine living anywhere else. Who did you look up to growing up? My older brother. He taught me a lot, and to this day he's still a really good influence. He's the best cook, even though he never went to school professionally. He is the best chef. He can just cook anything, and he has some really good stuff that he cooks. What is your biggest accomplishment? My family. I don't know where I would be without them. They just are my light in my life, and they're the best thing that's ever happened to me. What is the most important thing in your life? That's my family too. Like, we do everything together, whether it's just immediate family or if it's like extended family. We're always doing something together. We're very outgoing with our family, and we try to get together as much as possible. What relative was important to you in your life, and why? So all of my relatives are super important to me. All of them at one point played a super big part in how I grew up and how I turned out. But one of them is my grandma. She was my best friend, and we'd always go, and during the holidays and stuff, we'd start like the week after Thanksgiving and just start cooking everything, and she'd let us all pick out certain recipes, and then she would just pick a day a week and then just spend that day cooking with all of us and stuff. And she was the least judgmental person that I've ever met in my life. She was just didn't care what you looked like. She didn't care what you told her. She just loved you, and she just loved to be around people. Unfortunately, she passed away in April of 2018. She fought a long, hard road with breast cancer, and it just took her life, and it really breaks my heart because my children will never get to meet her, and she was really excited for that stage in my life for me to become a mom, and I know it's my job now to live on her memory and tell my kids all about her so that way they can know her and love her like I did. What one of your parents are you closer to? My mom. Most definitely my mom. She didn't work when I was growing up in school and stuff, so she was just home all the time. And then my dad, a lot of the times, had to work 1 or 2 jobs just to make ends meet and stuff. And my mom was just home just so they didn't have to do daycare, and so she was just always there. And she's the best mom, and so she knows everything about me. There's not anything about me that she doesn't know. What is your best physical feature? I get told my eyes. I don't know, because everybody's really hard on your own body, you know, so it's hard to know from your standard, but I would say my eyes and my smile. I used to be really self-conscious of my smile, but then I got a lot of dental work done, and now I'm really proud of it, of how it's turned out. Favorite childhood memory? Anything that had to do with my brother. He just made my childhood so fun, and we were just always doing stuff in the backyard. If he wanted to build forts, I'd be right there with him. I remember one point he was trying to teach me how to skateboard because he was really into that. So my parents bought me a skateboard and a scooter, and I mean, I was always too scared to do the grinding of the handrails or whatever that he did, but I wanted to try, and I was super proud to be able to do that with my brother. And just the last question, what inspires you? My husband. He just inspires me to be a better person. He just has changed my life, and I'm such more of a better person since I've met him. He's just the kindest and most generous and most caring person, and he's such a wonderful dad. Like, he's just so caring, and he will do anything for his family. And he'll tell you that. Like, he's not afraid to admit that he puts his family first. And it's just the greatest thing. And the way that he cares about everybody, it's just so inspiring to me. And I'm just so blessed and so grateful to have met him and to have been married to him. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any other video ideas, you know what to do. Go ahead and leave me a comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.